An important person to learn about as a visual studies student would be the philosopher Michael Foucault. Foucault had the idea that just by having the idea in your head that you are being watched changes your behavior. He uses the idea of fear to provoke reaction. Foucault had three ideas when it came to the idea of control. He had to put someone on top to administer discipline, become an observer, determining what someone should be doing and when, and willingness to submit to examination, willingness to accept authority, basically. You can compare him to Jonathan Crary. Crary had the idea that technology was changing how people observe the world, while Foucault uses observation as a form of control. Crary said that new innovations such as telegraph and the railroad changed how the world worked. Basically, the Industrial Revolution caused people to see the world bigger and quite differently. While Foucault has the idea of an observer changing how people act in certain situations and in public altogether. Foucault followed the idea of the panopticon. He used this idea for the inside of Eastern State Penitentiary. The concept of this design was so the watchman would be able to observe without people knowing whether or not they could actually see them. In Eastern State, they used a system of spokes lined up across the panopticon, with mirrors running down them so that the watchman could easily see the inmates, but they couldn't see him. The point was not to be in jail, but for the idea of penance to be suggested, such a reason for the name penitentiary, but soon became a basic prison with the system being flawed. Foucault has a very interesting theory, though it is not ethically one. Even though it's not an ethical one. It's a theory based off of a person's fear. After it all, Foucault is a very important philosopher to know about, bringing out the idea of why we act the way we do, just by having the thought of being watched, even though we may not be doing anything wrong in the first place.